We've got 1 week left for the earnings for GameStop. Last earnings, we've got the revenue around 1.28 billion, and right now the estimate earnings is around the 750 million. Now we don't have a confirmation either pre-market or after hours for the earnings. However, we've got something going on for GameStop because the price going down 8%. So we have to discuss in today's video what's the game plan, because now the price pulling back, so there is a chance for a reversal or the market maker buying the discounted price before the earnings for GameStop. So let's dive deeper and discuss GameStop, and not to mention AMC because it pulled back 10% as for GameStop. We see here AMC tested the $4.13 and pulled back, but it's not like big pullback. And the last earnings, it was as well on Wednesday, last Wednesday, or on the 7th of May, on Wednesday after hours. After the earnings, we have a nice jump for AMC. So let's dive deeper, discuss AMC first, then we discuss GameStop price action for today. The whole market is, to be honest, guys, it was a bit weak for today. The SPY is still hovering over the 571. So we don't have a major pullback for the whole market, but we're still doing all right. We're just consolidating sideways. For Tesla is testing the resistance, is about to break. So the market as a whole is not bad. But for GameStop and AMC pulling back almost 10%, both of them. What's going on, guys? First of all, for GameStop, because we have anticipation for the earnings. For AMC, the earnings we already had, but we already did a nice jump early on, or the last week, almost 35%. For GameStop, we already did from this jump back in the beginning of May until now 44%. So now we pulling back to recorrect. Now, how we gonna confirm if we gonna have a reversal or a flush? This will be main question right now because many of you worried about this pullback. That's why I'm doing this video, guys. If you want to have updated level, of course, before this pullback and before the market open, you can join us on Discord and picture in the link comment section below, where we always discuss the market in depth and before even the market open. For GameStop, guys, remember, right now we're still holding over this breakout that we did back here on the mid of May. The good thing is we're still holding over the 2570, which is the current support. So before the earnings, guys, for GameStop, it would be really great to hold over the 27 and 25 to confirm one thing only, which is the buyer is still there for GameStop and we're not technically in the bearish momentum down. For AMC, the same. We need to hold or not break below the $2.40, and right now the $2.40 is the bottom as we discussed before, but preferably holding over the $3. So we got the $3 as a support to confirm that we're not flushing, and we have the $4.13 to confirm that we have a new buyer and short seller covering up toward the most important level, critical level, for my opinion, is around the $5.55. After that, we have the $6.89 and the ultimate one, for my opinion, for this year, which is the turning point for AMC to squeeze, is just around the 11.25, because around this level we have this white line, which is the big picture seller place, or the changing from the bearish momentum toward the bullish momentum for AMC and going toward the ultimate target around the $20 and $30. But this is for the big picture for a few months. That's why we have to worry ourselves about the main resistance or the little resistance, the first resistance that we already tested a few days before or yesterday, around the $4.13. Now for GameStop, we got the main resistance for today, and the rest of the week and the next month is around the 47.26. Let me just show you how much we're missing on this level. We're missing another 40% or 50%, like what we did from the beginning of this month, where we did almost 80%. From this jump here, we did 44 or 45%. So from here to there, we need another 45% to start to squeeze. So as you know, guys, this is not a squeeze yet. I'm just discussing the first level for GameStop to test. As many of you saying, like 47 is really small, 50, everybody talking about the 100 and 200. But guys, as we always discuss on our channel, if you're not subscribed, you should subscribe already and put the notification on, because we always do video every day. We always discuss the realistic price action for any stock, not the big picture alone, but the smaller picture as well. If you want to day trade with us, just mark the first level, which is the orange line for GameStop. That's why I put it around the 47.26, because it is a resistant and profit taking if you want to exit and take a bit of profit from this level. So don't hate me if I say take your profit, because many holders for GameStop and AMC are kind of not investors, but more like a religion or a cult kind of people. So I'm not saying sell or buy. I'm just saying we're gonna expect turbulence or a bit of rejection. So anticipate the pullback. Like what happened right now, we have a pullback because we already jumped 44%. So this is normal. I'm not saying we're gonna flush, but we're gonna have a pullback. That's why we have orange line here, which is the short seller place for GameStop, and it is around 40% or 45%, like the jump that we did in the beginning of this month. So the next month we might have this next move, as long as we hold the 25.71, which is the current support that we should hold. Not going toward the 20.44, which is the bottom, of course, but this would be a big sign of weakness if we went below again to test the 20. I'm not saying more impossible will happen, but this is a realistic situation. If GameStop strong, we should hold now currently over the 25.71 and go slowly and surely toward the 47.26 before the earnings. Yeah, we might have this before the earnings. If we didn't, even before the earnings, we need to hold the 25.70 in order to jump around the 47.26. After that, the $61 for GameStop. Let me know, guys, what you think about the price target for next month, or at least for this month. Are we gonna hold before the earnings over this support, or are we gonna get near the resistance before the earnings, which is the 47? So either 25 or 47 for the earnings, not in between. Let me know in comment section below. Thank you for watching, and see you as usual by tomorrow on our live streaming. 30-minute, guys, don't forget, 30 minutes before the market open, to discuss GameStop and AMC in depth. Thank you for watching, and see you by tomorrow.